Hi there, it's Gabrielle Nicolay from SpeechKids. I'm a speech language pathologist, also called a speech therapist, with 20 years experience helping little kids learn how to talk and helping their parents learn to understand their kids better. And today I wanted to talk about summertime because I think if you're anything like me, you look forward to summertime, you think, oh, it's going to be so great. There's going to be all this downtime. There's going to be all this fun. You probably have great memories of summer as a kid. Hopefully you do. And you're looking forward to that. And then it gets hot and your kids stop going to school, or if they're still in daycare, they go to daycare, but sometimes daycare is closed and everything sort of shifts, right? The whole schedule sort of changes, or it can in the summer. And if the schedule doesn't actually shift, your perception of your schedule might shift. You might want to bail out of work. You might want to hang out at the pool. There are some things that we sort of associate with summer, and some of them are very similar, and you may have your own, but there's this summer mindset that starts to happen. But what I've also noticed, and I noticed this when my kids were little too, is that summer with little kids is sometimes a pain. Summer with little kids can sometimes be a total drag. Summer without a schedule can be horrifying if you have toddlers or even little people, slightly older little people. And so there's this disconnect between what we're expecting our summer is going to look like and how it's actually playing out, even on the weekends. Even if we are really lazy and able to be sort of not have a lot going on, there can be this disconnect between how things are going and how we want them to go. And so I wanted to give you a couple of things that you can do this summer that might help with that. If you're feeling this tension between like what you want to be happening and what's actually happening. The first thing is to just notice it. If you notice that you're having that feeling like, oh, this is not going the way I want to, you're halfway there. In fact, you're more than halfway there. Because if you can acknowledge the feeling and look at it, you can make peace with it. And so just like sort of get clear on like, oh, this isn't going the way I wanted to, and just put it out there. That's going to take you a long way. Another thing you can do is create some structure for yourself and for your child. So if you are going to be going to work and then you've got 2 days off and that's pretty much the same schedule, you're golden, right? But if not, like if your child is going to go to a new kiddie camp, for example, you may have to set them up with a little schedule that says what they're going to be doing. And if they're going to be changing camps, for sure you want to do this. Because you might know you're going to camp this week, but they may not know what the differences are between their camps. They think camp is camp, right? They think camp is the last thing I went to. And if they're changing scenarios, if they're changing locations, you want to prepare them for that. And there's something that I teach in my toddler talk class called Tell the Story. And I tell that to my private clients too. And it involves a framework where you can really prepare your child for new experiences. But part of that is just creating structure for them, creating structure for yourself so that you know what's happening. And that can feel a little counterintuitive in the summer because summer is supposed to be like loosey-goosey. But the fact of the matter is, at least in my experience, little kids, first of all, need that structure. And I happen to believe that grown-ups of little kids probably also need that structure. You need to know what it is that you're doing, even if you don't decide to do it. The nice thing about plans in the summer is you can chuck a lot of them, right? So I encourage you to at least go through the exercise of like making a little schedule, even if it means you're just going to crumple it up and throw it away. So those are two things you can do if summertime has you sort of glitching a little bit. I'd love to hear what some of your other solutions are. And if you're not having that experience, if everything is sort of going smoothly, I'd love to hear from you as well to know what your tricks are. All right, until next time, enjoy the summer. Take care. Bye-bye.